The Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. A bit of a this means more considering how much the Panthers gave away franchise wise to the Chicago Bears. Bears laying 3.5, -187 on the money line, +165 for the Panthers. 42 is the total.
We didn't talk enough about it on the recap show, but Caleb Williams celebration. It's just something weird about jumping. His jump was very interesting, Ryan.
Yeah, again, Caleb Williams is he's new age. He's one of these newfangled kids that we're all going to have to learn how to like. built different, I think they would say.
Built different indeed.
So what we have here, and worth noting, the Bears do have a look ahead spot. They'll be traveling across the pond next week to take on the Jags.
Yeah, and we said this previously. It was the one of the reasons why I like fading the Jets last week is favorites of 4 or more looking ahead to London. It's been a tough racket, and it makes a ton of sense. I think now this is tricky because Panthers are pretty banged up on defense. Might be without their nose tackle, their linebackers, and certainly if the Bears are able to run the ball on this Panthers offense, I think obviously that will hurt them. But Caleb Williams, I mean, yes, they got that win, but they were outgained by almost 100 yards by the Rams. Bears red zone defense is good, but I don't know. Caleb Williams, 34 total bad throws, the most in the NFL by 12 over Dak Prescott and Bo Nix. Great to hear those names, but Panthers have scored 60 points in Andy Dalton's 2 starts. Now, granted, it was against the Bengals defense at home and against that Raiders team in a perfect spot for them. No Adam Thielen still, but I think they're going to be able to run a little bit. And the Panthers offensive line, I think now they're going to be able, now that they have a quarterback can throw, it really opens up everything on the offensive side. And Andy Dalton has some time back there. I think they're going to make this a game. Also, you recall the whole debacle, like Andy Dalton, he has been on a lot of teams, has a lot of revenge opportunities. This one, I think he actually is pissed at the Bears, the way they did him dirty, tweeting out QB1 in the off season and then only giving him 6 starts. He was 3-3 before they brought in Justin Fields. I actually think he does have a chip on his shoulder. I think they're going to make this a game. So I like Carolina in the points run.
Cause I think this is a massive step up in caliber of defense that they're facing.
Yeah.
I think this is honestly, this is the one matchup all year where I'm like, well, I think the Bears could run the damn ball against them and be completely fine. I think Shane Waldron's offense. I know there's a lot of stuff circulating comparing the usage of JSN last year to the usage of DJ Moore this year. Perhaps why he was sitting at the end of the bench by himself, just not running as many routes as maybe he's accustomed to. But I don't think that matters in this spot. I think the fact that the idea that it's come down at all from the look ahead. And I think sometimes it's I'm not a big transitive property, as we know that can really burn you in the NFL. But I mean, what was the spread last week when they were playing the Rams?
3.
Okay. I mean, I think the Rams are a much better team than the Carolina Panthers, and in some ways, I think the Bears are going to be able to attack them in the same way due to the injuries on the defensive side of the ball.
But also too, like the Rams did outgain them by 100 yards, so you could point to that outcome.
And that's a better offense in the red zone than this Panthers offense in the red zone.
I guess I think I have the Panthers offense rated a little higher.
I'm going to lay the 3.5 here with the Bears, which is not something I thought.
Bears is a favorite. I'm really struggling to get to,
and I agree with you. But when I looked at that injury report for the Panthers are literally without the top 2 on their depth chart, basically through the spine of the run defense. I really think this is going to be a Bears game we all know that Swift will have that one big game. Maybe this is his 150-yard game here. But lay the points. I don't think it's going to come down to Caleb's arm.
I think that was Swift's big game last week.
Okay. I just think it's only going to,
Bears QB1. Come on, Ryan. You don't like the revenge angle?
I like your revenge angle. Okay. I just don't know that. I think that I like the Bears defense better than the Panthers offense, and I like the Bears offense better than the Panthers defense. And I'm a Bears hater. So this is this is with strong conviction that I say I'm laying 3.5 with Caleb Williams.